Hi everyone. Today I'm just gonna be finishing a couple of embroideries by gathering the fabric and putting felt on the back and embroidering my signature. Yeah. Just kind of be a quiet hangout if anybody wants to chat about anything. First I just kind of trim the excess fabric into a rough circle, and then I'm gonna do a loose gathering stitch. And save all my scraps to use as stuffing. Actually, I think this scrap piece of thread is long enough to use. Usually do a knot at the end and knot at both ends like you're sewing normally, but I'm gonna try and drawstring it. And let me know if the music's like too loud or something. I don't know if any of you guys recognize what this is from. I just thought it looks way better once I painted the hoop. Okay, let's see. That worked pretty well. Triple knot for security. That was pretty good. It's pretty flat. Then we're gonna cut a piece of felt, and then sew it on around the rim really tight. White. That show? It shows a little bit. Usually I end up trimming it a little bit smaller than the hoop because the fibers in the felt can kind of stretch, and then it'll be nice and tight. It probably doesn't show up on camera, but it's, oh, it does actually. It's just faint enough for me to see it and cut it. Oh, I accidentally got pencil on the hoop. It's not too bad. Let's see. It's kind of big, so I usually trim it down a little bit. I've seen people just kind of gather it in the back like this, but I've also seen some people even do a felt backing and they have a little strip so you can hang it on a hook. But I find that the top part, you can just stick a nail right through it and it works just fine. I went a little too big, I think. It's been a while since I've done this. I think this is good. I have a little scrap bucket off camera. I think these might be the same color. No, this one's like a little more like pinky. I'm just gonna use this to embroider my initials and the year that I complete it on the back of the felt. I have all these scraps that I saved. See, if you're just embroidering a couple of letters, you can just save the tiniest bits and use them and not throw them away. I think this one. And this is just a simple back stitch. It's probably like the best stitch you could learn for sewing and embroidering. How's everyone's day going? Yeah. I don't know if you've been where it's snowing, where it doesn't usually snow. It's been basically have almost the whole week off. My numbers are gonna be a little closer to the edge than I thought. I'm gonna piece this. I made good use of a scrap though. I wouldn't have done much else. Good thing about felt is you can kind of sew into the middle of the fabric and it doesn't show on the other side. It's just one number. I don't think I've embroidered a 5 yet. All the other numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 were a lot easier. Looks pretty good though. Okay, now I actually think this scrap is too short to do anything with. sure which thread to use. I have like this thicker one and like a normal one. I think I have enough. It's the thicker one. I mean, I have plenty. There's like a trick for tying knots at the end of thread that's like you roll it off your finger after wrapping it around, but I can never do it. So just kind of tie a bunch of knots on the same spot over and over. I'll go into the fabric first so I can hide the knot behind the felt. Go through both. And just do tiny whip stitches all the way around. Oops. I have a super long tail, but I don't want to have to cut it and make another knot in the middle. You get some knots with a really long tail, but you can undo most of them. think there's actually still snow outside that hasn't melted yet, which is crazy. I don't think that's happened as long as I can remember. It's been like 2 days. Made a whole list of projects that I have half finished at the beginning of the year. So hopefully I can work on them throughout the year and finish all of them. Maybe stream will help me stay accountable, because these are one of them. Well, these are 2 of them, I guess. You see how tiny, hold on a second, how tiny these stitches are? They're like practically invisible. So it looks really good from the back, even if, you know, you're just hanging it on a wall. So you can kind of see how it has like extra room that we just kind of stretch the felt over, because it has that. You can kind of pull the fibers wider a little bit. Some hurts today. I don't know why. It's kind of boring up there. Let me start having to stretch it a little bit. What happened to my music? Yeah, I don't know. I showed it earlier, but like, do any of y'all know what show this is from? I just wanted to do something kind of simple and I guess not monochrome, but hi Kai, how you doing? Welcome in. Just having a chill time. If there's anything you want to chat about, I'm more than happy. I feel like once you get me talking, I can talk a lot, but I never know where to start. I appreciate you showing up. Well, now all of a sudden it's nodding. Hi, Sheeple. How you doing today? Welcome in. Just chilling and putting some felt on embroideries and a little signature on it. That sounds good, Kai. I love a strawberry banana. I have to try strawberries again. I need to peel them and try that. I do like a banana shake a lot, but I put it's like banana peanut butter. It's really good. Yeah, Sheeple, you're always welcome to chill out here. It's a real low-key time. I know it's pretty quiet, but that's some people's cup of tea. Homemade tamales sounds really good, though. Do you make them with your family for Christmas? January is such a slump, isn't it? It's like a hibernation period. I was just thinking about how far away Christmas was already, or at least it feels that way. Well, you made them yourself? That's really cool. My family tried making some a long time ago, but it takes a lot of work, so props to you for that. Yeah. Yeah, I like a quiet time too. It's, I don't know, you always want to chat with people sometimes, but sometimes you just want to set the mood for them, I guess. Or it's everyone wants a much louder time than you. Oh, hey, I'm actually in the Texas area too. How much snow did y'all get? We got, I think, like somewhere between 2 or 3 inches. You honestly, I just clip it and I leave a little end sticking up because you can't usually see it. There we go. Tiny stitches. And it's all done. You can just hang it on the wall with a little nail. Oh, Austin area? Yeah, I don't know how much they got up there. Oh, you meant same, yeah, 2 inches. Yeah. Oh, thanks, sheeple. I don't know, for those of you that don't know, this is from Supernatural, the TV show. It's a demon trap. But yeah, I don't know. I'm only in my 20s. I don't know about you, but I've never seen snow stick around this long in my life. It was certainly a different feeling to wake up and there was still snow on the ground. Let's bring it back up a little bit. Oh, your friend likes it? It's I watched it in middle school, but I haven't caught up in a I've never finished it. I haven't caught up in a long time, but I know it's an experience for sure. Go ahead and use some of this strong thread even though it doesn't match. Oh, already. His head. Oh yeah, I did see pictures of somebody in Corpus. Yeah, I think it's like they say every 4 years or something like that. But man, to see snow on the beach, even if it was just a dusting. Yeah. It really is just different this time. You know, I can't say I've seen it snow that many times. But, you know, all the other times it didn't stick, or like in 2021 it was really icy. But this is like real proper snow is what gets me. I could build a snowman, I could go play around in it. And I know some people down near the East Coast, I think, southeast area, they're getting like maybe up to a foot. And they haven't gotten that since like the 80s or something. It's pretty crazy. And now I'm just sitting here and I'm happy that I could wear a hat that I made for myself because it's actually cold enough to do it, you know? Hi, Buzzy Bee, what's up? It has been a long time. I'm just giving this a shot. See what happens. I don't think well, you might have seen it on the table, but just to give you a proper look, this is the other one I've been working on. Your food YouTube. Well, it's an honor to fill such a important job. Oh. Yeah, northern Florida, I think, got sleet and snow too. Thanks, Sheeple. I think it's like it's a copyright-free image, and then I added the flowers around it. Most of my casual embroidery is like it's almost like coloring. Like you can just do back stitches over whatever lines you want. I lost my thread. Okay. Break out the threader. Do your hands hurt doing embroidery? Today my thumb kind of hurts, but I don't think it's related. If like the threads are really thick or I'm sewing through a lot of layers, like pushing on my thumb will hurt, but that's why you use a thimble. I just don't really do that when I should. Or like I embroidered on a canvas. That was tough on my hands because you have to like pinch and pull it through. It's a lot harder to pull it through the canvas. But I would say not really. I don't have any, chronic joint pain or anything, so I don't know how it would affect you if you deal with that, but not on like a baseline. It would probably hurt if you poked your hand with a needle. Okay. I think this gray is just big enough. Yeah, it shows up. Yeah, it's really faint. I don't think you can see the marks. They're there. find you gotta trim it down a little bit to make sure it's really tight. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, thanks. I made it, I think, a few years ago. I think, was this the one that... Oh yeah, this was the one that I was too stubborn and lazy to break out the sewing machine, so I actually did it by hand. But I really loved the fabric. It was like it was a fat quarter from a quilting store, I think. What you got for lunch, by the way? I think everybody else shared earlier what they were having. Poutine. That that is definitely something I would want to try if I ever went to Canada, is poutine. 'Cause I mean, down here in the South it's white gravy, but gravy's great. I mean, I really, you know, potatoes, gravy, cheese. I don't know what else could make it better. I would yeah, I think it's like loaded fries. I think there are some places in the Midwest, like super north. I feel like it would also be in Michigan, perhaps. But it's like loaded fries. It has like brown gravy and cheese curds, I think. Feel free to chime in, native Canadian. I'm certainly not an expert. But it sounds great. Yeah, extra gravy, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Any form of potatoes, especially bad cheese, I don't know why anyone wouldn't like it. I say that as a picky eater, so who knows, but in theory, amazing. We're back in detail sewing mode, so I'm gonna come down. Ooh. I should see if I can make a shepherd's pie. That sounds good though. I mean, again, maybe it's just I'm from the south, but cheese and potato, like mashed potatoes, loaded all the time. So much cream in that. And cheese. I can understand the texture thing if it was like shredded cheese, but it wasn't totally melted, you know? Because I've had that happen. But yellow potato, yeah, yellow potatoes are like butterier, which I think is good. But yeah, I can kind of see how cheese texture would like change things. I don't know. I feel like you have to really. Oh, bright yellow is good. Huh. I did not know that the yellower it is, like I guess the more buttery they are or something. Well, that's good to know when picking them out. Signature. That sounds good. Maybe I should make a shepherd's pie with like I've been eating sweet potatoes a lot. And I could do one with sweet potatoes. Oh, yellow because of the cheese. Oh, no, that makes sense. I mean, if you really love cheese, you gotta add enough of it to see it, I guess. I mean, Southern standards would be like you have to add enough butter to your mashed potatoes to where they'd stick to the wall, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like sweet potato fries are really good. I feel like if you do the right things, that it kind of tempers the sweetness and it makes it just kind of like a different flavor, you know what I mean? Because they can definitely be too much sweet. You know, I don't actually know if I've had sweet potato pie either, because I think it's different than sweet potato casserole. It's more like a pumpkin pie type thing. I don't think I've had that either. Alright, well bye sheeple, you have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, you stay warm too. Yeah, I think the one with the marshmallows is sweet potato casserole, and sweet potato pie is more like, it's more like pumpkin pie. And I think people do eat it as dessert, or at least here, casserole is like with the Thanksgiving meal, kind of. I swear I'm gonna do a good job of being in frame. I swear. I only have a certain number of places I can put the camera. Is this one I give? No. No, it's not for anything in particular. I just kind of made it. It would make a good gift. I actually did give somebody a bunny embroidery that wasn't too different than this. So it would be good for like those that celebrate Easter. And yeah, to Kai. Yeah, sweet potatoes have more fiber, but you know, they don't really bother me. I don't know. It's like everyone's different, you know. I feel like, you know, for the people with sensitive stomachs, that if it's more like a pumpkin pie, I feel like it would have less stuff that would bother people, you know, but I'm just gonna correct this real quick. I think, yeah, I think casserole at least in my area, it would be part of the Thanksgiving meal with turkey usually. Some people do ham, I guess. But yeah, you should give it a shot. I mean, if that flavor is like your cup of tea, then like you caramelize that sweet potato with like the marshmallows and sugar and stuff. It's good. There's a tiny, tiny knot in my thread. And it better come out. Go through. No. I'm into it kind of like cranberry sauce. Is it a crime that I've never actually tried cranberry sauce? Again, I know I'm a picky eater. Oh my god, this knot is not coming out. But like if you explain to me, you know, like the salads with certain fruits and nuts, and it's like I get it, but I wouldn't eat it because it's too different. I have to clip it. Okay. There's a knot that won't come out. Okay. I have a problem. I think it's normal. Oh, okay. So it's not just a picky eater thing. That's good. But yeah, if I knew a good recipe for sweet potato casserole, I'd give it to you, but I really don't. And I know they're all so different. Yeah, word of mouth recommendations probably the best because I know some. I think I've had some in the past where they can turn out really watery, I think is the biggest thing. Okay, let's try this again. Roll my thread over so it doesn't get caught on the bolt, and it still doesn't. Streaming is kind of a new thing for me. I did it once like a few months ago. But I've kind of wanted to like give it a real shot, you know? So this is only the second one that I've done. I don't particularly have a schedule. So I'd like to do it more. So hopefully you'll see more of that. But yeah. Just kind of a way to like reach out to people and hang out with them, even though like I have really low energy. I think you get it, chronic illness stuff, and this is the way that I can do that. So I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone, you know. And also probably use it as some motivation to finish some projects I've had laying around and work on some stuff, some goals that I have. Okay, well here's the thing, this is my phone. I use an app called CamoCam. I don't know what hardware you have available to you, but you put the app on your phone and on your desktop, and then you plug your phone into your desktop and open the app on both your phone and your desktop, and it turns your phone into a webcam. It's completely free. It has pro features, but this is the free version. So that's been really great to figure out. because, you know, like if you're gaming or whatever, you just share your screen. But I think this is 720p is the, like, the free version is how much it gets up to. I've even seen somebody, another crocheter that I follow, just use their phone in portrait mode, which is, you know, do what you got. Yeah. Yeah, like I think OBS, the streaming software OBS, has like a list of different apps that you can use to like turn your phone into a webcam. So you can like look at other ones too. Yeah, and then I just like made the graphics in Canva and stuff. One day I was just like, I'm just gonna figure out how to use OBS. And then I tried to figure it out. And I know what I need to know, which is the important part. Honestly, on that note, I think I'm gonna have to call it here, because it's been going on a bit for me and I have to get around to some other stuff. Screen recording, that's it. I actually haven't used it for that, but I should do that. But yeah, I have to call it here, because I got some other stuff to do. But honestly, it was great chatting with everyone. It was great to chat with you again, Buzzy B too. Yeah, I'm really pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and so it was really nice to have people to talk back to. So thanks for joining me.